So good morning to you all once again. I'm back again to your screens. This is snailry-gh, and I bring you an update from our Mehia site that we are currently working at. So today is the final day and we are done with the work here. Today we just came in to do some bit of planting, and that will be all for today. So hopefully tomorrow we would hand over the project to the client, and that will be all. So I would want to take you through some few things. Now for this structure here is an 18,000 square foot structure, and this structure we made some few changes in terms of how we built the greenhouse, and we wanted the structure to pass a lot of integrity tests, so we had to make those improvements. So we make changes as and when we feel necessary, and this project right here benefited from some of the changes we made. So I'll take you around and you have a look at some of the changes we did. Now for this project we decided to do a trench, which is a gutter around the structure, the entire structure over here. Now normally what happens is when we do estimate for clients, we give them two estimates. One would include the trench and one would exclude the trench. So if we post a video or a project without a trench, then most definitely the client went for the offer that has no trench. So for this client, he went out for the trench, and that is exactly what we did for him. But normally we recommend to our clients to go for the trench. Even if we don't construct that for you, at least in the near future, before we bring the snails, you try your best to make sure that you work on it. So this is how the gutter looks like. It stretches down all the way to that end, this way, that way. So this structure has passed a lot of integrity tests. We've ensured that this structure is as solid as ever. What you see right here is the planting, exactly what the gentlemen are doing right now. Now this is the outside. This was how the floor looked like. These are all stones, and for sure this isn't the right soil or the right atmosphere for snails, and even if you grow in this, there's no way it will grow. So what we had to do was to plow the entire land where we would put the structure and take off some of the stones or majority of the stones. And what we also did was to soften the soil a bit, to loosen it a bit. Then we, after building, we introduced our treated soil. We've done the first treatment, we've done the second treatment. So after planting, we'll do the last treatment, and that will be all. This is how the inside looks like. This is how the inside looks like. And for this structure, the entire structure is 18,000 square foot. And this is how the inside looks like. So when you enter, you have the path that goes through to the end, so you can follow through to the end, to the side, whichever side you want to go. Now after introducing our soil, we also included some organic manure, because mind you, this is very, very important for us, because normally we try to beat the normal time we used to do things. So we try our best to improve the soil as best as we can. So after introducing our treated soil, we improved the soil actually by adopting organic manure. We use some organic manure to improve the soil. After improving the soil, we did some few things. So we did a mixture of organic fertilizer. This is to aid or to beat the time, and to help us, or to help the items or the crops you grow here grow faster or basically we just wanted to boost the crops. Whatever we grow here, we just wanted to boost them so they can grow faster. Then we are able to beat the normal time the crops should have grown and as to the level they should have grown to. So basically this is what we did, and for all the three structures exactly it looks exactly the same, and I'll take you through and I'll take you to that structure, then you get to know how the inside looks like. This is snailry-gh. We are into the construction of greenhouse, the sales of snails, formulated feed, calcium and all that. But if it's a greenhouse you'd want to construct, especially if it's a huge greenhouse you'd want to construct, trust me, we are the best hands to handle the project for you. We are known for constructing huge greenhouse structures. So if it's about your investment, you should make sure that the right hands are handling your project. Now, I'll also give you an update on the reason why you are seeing these white linings inside the greenhouse. Now, we introduced these white linings for a reason. So we noticed that along the line, in the course of time, it's not instant though, it will take sometimes a year, 2, 3 before you start seeing it. With time, you notice that they begin to scrap the surface. This is the reason. Now, when the snails lack calcium, that is what they chance on. The reason why they scrap the surface of the cement is this: it's because they lack calcium. The component of cement, any cement out there on the market, it contains a chemical called gypsum, and that gypsum smells like calcium. So when the snails lack, or when they climb the base of the structure, they feel like it's calcium. This, you have to be very careful, and you have to be smart. You have to be very careful. Now, the rubber you use shouldn't be any color that attracts heat. For example, black, violet, and all those colors. Now, you have to be very careful here. Anything that will bring heat into the structure, you really want to stay away from. Now, you try your best to stay away from colors that absorb heat or brings heat into the structure. Let me give you an example. Violet, black, all those colors that attract heat, you should stay away from. So the ideal color to use for the lining inside the greenhouse is white. Now, this is the reason. White reflects any wavelength of light or heat. So what it does is that it wouldn't absorb heat, but would rather reflect heat, giving you that opportunity to still have that temperature you would want to have in the greenhouse. So that is the main reason why we use white and not violet or any other color that absorbs or retains heat or any form of wavelength of light. So that is the reason why we use white. Now, I'll take you outside and I'll let you know, or I'll let you see the other things outside there. So we have the trench all around. So this is one of the structures that I entered to explain certain few things to you. So we go there to the next structure, then we'll see how that also. So we'll go to the next structure and we'll see how the inside also looks like. So we started with the planting here too. We would continue. Once the guys are done there, they'll move to this structure. Then we'll do the planting also. We'll finish it up here. Then we'll move to the last structure and finish it up. So I'll bring you an update on how the sprinklers work. So I'll let you see how the sprinklers work. So in the meantime, enjoy. So in this structure, we have the path, so you can walk inside the structure. And this structure has passed all our integrity tests.